people are sort of incentivized to set up on them. not much point in this first because it's gonna, the rules on paper. Etc. So I never feel like could do something where the stairs come down this way. I don't think ever played on. Okay, so it's got this. And it's got that. That's pretty nice. Yeah, this should totally work. That's great. Nice. If we scaled it up, we might be able to get our camera. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. I wonder what the collision is like on these stairs. I bet it's as it looks, which is not great, but there's not too many stairs. It'd be a bit weird if you scaled up the stairs, though. That's okay. It's still a nice tower. Very, very nice tower. Alright. Well, we came here. We came here for this stuff. Let's see. I guess where should I put it? Hello, can you hear me now? Music is why? Curse you! I need to be much louder, Max. I am so loud, Ethan. How can you not hear me? Can you hear me now? Dang. Yes. Okay, can you still hear me? I need to have you on 200%. What is going on? It's weird. There's something strange that goes on when I have the music playing. I bet that fixed it, huh? You blast my audience ears. I'm so sorry, man. Okay, is it better now? I can't tell because to me it's not very loud. Music is in OBS so much louder. Mine is on 2%. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll just turn it way down. Okay. You should be able to hear the music, but not... shouldn't be drowning me out. I can barely hear my music, but my viewers can hear it just fine. Wild. Alright, well hopefully that fixed it. I forgot what I was doing. I think I'm saving this. Alright. Very nice. Is that a different ladder? Or is that the ladder I always use? Why is it a different color down here? Huh. That's funky. So that's over that, which is the table itself? No, it's this big block here. Yes, that's the table itself. Let's try to deconstruct what's happening here. Alright. And, ooh, what's this sweet little object? Is it a table? Is it sawhorses? Well, that's a miniaturized wood scaffold. Oh, lots of interesting little pieces here that I've never... That's a corner piece of the sewer walls. Oh, those are very nice. I think we should play on this map sometime. Ooh. Hello, beautiful. That's a different obelisk. Guess it's going to be obelisk 2. Alright. I just have to say hi, I'm on Twitch Drop, see you maybe later. Oh, see you later, Ethan Hans. Yeah, I'm doing a quick stream here anyway. Thank you for coming by. Alright, I'll remember this map. And come back to it maybe later. I made some commercial for your stream in mine. What? Okay. Well, Ethan, explain to me how I can return the favor. Because I will do it. Thank you, my friend. Oh, this is going to be great. Okay, so I think... how do we want to do this? I think we want to take this... and thicken it. Oh my goodness. It's a base from Vess's Bases. That map is a quick and dirty work of genius. That's what that is. Alright. Oh man, I really wish I had something that animated. You know? I know it exists. I know somebody's done that. They've got to have. Alright. So, well, okay, just for the sake of argument. I know that this isn't going to be the way to make it look good, but just for the sake of argument, I'm going to make my life a little easier. And if we stick that like... Ooh. Okay, let's lock it really quick. And then move it. And if we just stick it in there. Ooh. And I can get like a circular pipe. And, you know, it wouldn't be exactly like this. I'll make it look good later. But it could, you know, and then we could stick an arch here like it was going over the falls. On each side, maybe? It's a weird idea, man, but it could work. Make it less thick, you know. Like it's going this way and then down. That could work. And then we need to create some kind of splashdown area here, which would be fun. Yeah, I kind of like it. I think I like it. And then there could be like a channel of the green stuff up here. Or maybe coming this way. Whoops. That could be pretty interesting. Give some natural, interesting terrain. I like the idea of the double waterfall. And then as you walk down here, it might help create a natural barrier between the stairs and like the stairs over here. One of my goals for this map is to not have people like battling from like these stairs to say, you know, these stairs, because there's gonna be stairs down from there, right? To like not have that be the thing that happens, which I'm not too worried about because it's gonna be not too hard to put some walls in between them. But I'm really liking this waterfall. I think that's gonna be cool. I really think that's gonna be cool. Neat. Cool. We may get some Fury of Dracula going. If you can't tell from the messages popping up. Defend the fine skirmer. Oh, this is from the sewers. Okay, I'm starting to really like this. Now I just need a game to play it on. Interesting. All right. I'm not going to save that because I'm going to be changing it anyway. But what else did I want to check out? Could check for more bases, that's for sure. Since those have a lot of nice textures on them. Some of the water textures that I've got. Oh man, I forgot. Forgot what I was doing for a second there. Wasn't there another map? Ruined Streets, there you go. Isn't there another map I was going to check out? can't now seem to recall. I've still got a lot to do on this one. So is this a different version of that? Since I've now recognized this. Yeah, it's a lot shinier. Oh yeah, I saw somebody had done a waterfall. That see-through bit would be a nice addition. This is so thick and sludgy. I mean, it's believable, but it's also not quite as nice as this. So yeah, I'm gonna need to put that up there. Copy this. Oh, he put... Okay, this guy put like bars inside of a curved wall. Brilliant. Brilliant. And he hid the base of the bar things under there. Wow. Brilliant. Yeah. This is going to work out pretty nicely. So I'm going to have this falling sludge waterfall. If I put it there-ish, it's going to be splashing down like right here, which the main problem with that is I don't want to have to change this setup too much because it's nice already, and because I can't move these pillars individually. The other idea it might be nice to take is using those bases to create a different stone texture for the streets. Instead of this winding streets look, I'm thinking of putting all the buildings diagonal to create this sense of distance and space that may not always end up being feasible. Bretonian noble house. That would also be a nice house over the sludge waterfall. We could put 2 of these up here. And put sludge underneath. And it would look like some kind of sewage processing buildings. Oh man, yeah, what if we did that? That's an interesting idea too. We can do that and that. Oh wait, is it wider on one side than the other? No. It's just an optical illusion. Why is this one in darkness? Does it have some kind of internal light? What? Huh, weird. It's like shadows painted onto the building, I guess. Yeah. Guess so. Taladar, just had a chance to hop on. Is this the vertical level? This is the massive multi-level map. So meant to have space for 4 players instead of just 2. So you've got like the street level up here, and then, you know, including like some mid-level areas, and then you've got the sewer level down here. And I sort of had this idea to make like a sludge waterfall going from up here down there, which would be a lot of work. but maybe cool enough to be worth it? Not sure. Not sure. But I'm kind of thinking about it. I would change this, you know, this isn't how I would want it to end up looking, basically. Just thinking how nice it might look if I did some sludge through these houses, through these buildings. That would make these buildings impassable, however, which I'm not such a huge fan of, because I think it's more interesting to have these sort of channels to hop over or cross bridges on. Cool, looks like it has come quite a ways. Yes, indeed it has. Yes, indeed. I think last time you were seeing me working on it, last time I streamed working on it, it was just the beginning. So yeah, I've got this whole street level, you know, starting to come together. This sort of giant city of madness, Escher-inspired sort of stairways going every which way. And just like this huge constructions of levels of stone with these like buildings that are sort of dwarfed by the landscape. And I kind of like that feel. I think that's neat. And contributes to the whole city of madness look. I'm also gonna, I haven't put any decorations on it yet. I'm still working out, still blocking out some of the basics here. Yeah, I am gonna have to make a decision on this waterfall. I think it's a good idea. I think doing a double waterfall is also a good idea. So there'd be one here, and there'd be one here. And then I'd have to build 2 splashdown areas down here. Part of the problem is it's really going to mess with this map, the lower down map. But it's so cool. Might be worth it. Might be worth it. It would be a lot of work, basically. I could, in fact, build an arch over this bridge and then have the waterfall falling to the other side of the, you know, the 2 waterfalls. So the other one falling down and then hitting the arch and splashing over it. I wish I had some animated water stuff, which I don't, or animated sludge that or animated water I could tint green or something. I don't have that. That would add to the effect a lot. But right now, that is pretty interesting thing to have. Pretty interesting thing to have, I think. Your guys can climb all the way around here. Go in these buildings. Maybe there's a channel up here with the green sludge that you can move around tactically. A lot of interesting stuff. A lot of interesting options. I mean, I can kind of like fake the illusion of movement on this stuff by putting like mist or dust on it. I have those effects. Actually, let's check our special effects bag, just in case there's something I've forgotten. There we go. That could help us out here. Smoke, ball, lightning, sparks and smoke, red light, yellow light, purple, white light, light, steam, fire, fire, and rain. No, the rain is... I can't change the size of the animated effects. I don't think so. Rain is not going to work. What if I made some steam, but shot it downward? How would that look? Is it going downward and then coming up? Oh man, that's kind of a cool effect, actually. Waterfall seems like it has potential. Yeah, it has potential to look cool, Taladar. I don't know if it's going to be interesting tactically or not. Okay, so that the steam is going to rise no matter what I do. So it might be good for the splashdown. An effect where it splashes down there. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like the idea of steam vents coming up from below and affecting up here. But it's not going to help us pitch the illusion of falling water. It's just going to help our splashdown area if we want to do that. Oh, baby, that's the first thing. If I put waterfalls in here, that's the first thing that's going to be like a lot of work. So I'm going to have to make like the 2 waterfalls, the arches they're coming out of, the splashdown. I think it might be worth it, but that's a lot of work. And yeah, you can't change the size. Oh, steam. You hear anything? Yeah, there's a sort of a hiss. You can't change the size of the animated effects. You can only change you can manipulate the source, but you can't change the size of them. Oh, I see. I just didn't let it sit long enough before, so I didn't see that it would do that. So the steam rises no matter what you do. That's good to know. That's good to know. You know, I've never looked at these river pieces before, really. Yeah, that's not what I'm going for here. We're going for sludge. Okay. Is rain for the entire environment? Yeah, the rain animation is sized to fit over 2 feet by 2 feet, which is basically this whole upper area within the red bars. That's how the rain effect is sized. So I'm liking the steam, and I'm liking the waterfall, the green sludge waterfall more and more. I guess the question is, do I want to put the green waterfall through this arched building and then have like this multi-level thing? Yeah, that would sell the illusion a lot. It really would. And it's even more work as well. So I'm thinking of, but it's not very interesting tactically. That's why I'm hesitating. But it would be pretty neat to have a channel of green stuff coming this way. Or 2 channels of green sludge coming this way, and then going over a little falls, and then going over a big falls down into the sewer realm. Who would design a city like this? It is the City of Madness. That's the answer. Oh, look, there's a gap there I never noticed before. Is it only on this side? Or is it on both sides? It's that side. Yeah, I'm liking the waterfall idea. One issue is I would probably need to thicken this floor because it won't be covered up. The thin floor is fine looking from this. Actually, I wouldn't need to. All I need to do is make a bar of stone on this side to help sell the illusion of the waterfall falling down into a hole. Yeah, I only need a bar on this side, that's all. That'll be fine. I mean, I can thicken this floor and match it with this one. It's not too bad either. It's not that big of a price to pay. So yeah, could be a channel that comes here and then splits. Or it could be two channels that like come this way and go over Little Falls there. It's not the most interesting possibility, potentially. Actually, my original thought wasn't to have a waterfall here, by the way. My original thought was to have a stairwell that went from this level here down here. Which has a lot of value still because it's actually more valuable tactically. Is there a way to associate damage with an area to make shortcuts have drawbacks? I mean, we can make up some rules for that. But one thing I've learned is that hazardous terrain is a thing to be used carefully. Because if a shortcut has a drawback, that's like a damage. That's like damage. Or any drawback at all, then see what you're doing is you're discouraging movement around the map. A way to have the sledge be tactical, I wasn't sure if that was even a feature. Oh. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, even if you can move through the sludge, you know, if there's anything negative about it at all, it's still like, you know, something people will try to avoid, right? And so the mentality, the psychology of that for people, it's just not particularly helpful as you'd think. Oh, there's a little spot I should put some stairs. Right? That's kind of natural. Just slots right in there. I'll put that there to remind myself. I want some stairs going down, up and down there. Probably need a few of these. It could also be a ladder, but I'm gonna try to use more stairs than ladders because not every creature that you want to use in a fantasy tabletop wargame can reasonably climb ladders. I mean, hazardous terrain isn't an official thing in Mordheim, but that doesn't mean we can't apply it if we want. It's just I'm not sure. You know, it's more about space, right? Like, how thick is this, and is the channel for it going to be like going this way? With like this sliver of stone here. It's going to go this way and then this way. And if I want to do a double waterfall, highly ambitious. Although it just makes sense given this map setup right now. But if I do, then does that mean like it'd be strange to have like a double channel across the top here, I think. Just a little awkward. I mean, it could be a single channel that then splits into two waterfalls. Doesn't have to be two waterfalls. I mean, I just think it'd look weird because I've got this central staircase. I don't know, it might be smarter to start with one, see how much work it is. Yeah, waterfall would be pretty cool, right? That is probably worth doing. Doing a waterfall is probably worth it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. See, that looks silly, but if we go boop, then it starts to look interesting. And I'd basically stick those throughout it internally in this, inside this green sludge fall, and it'll just be steaming sewage. Isn't that pleasant? This is like the worst city. It's just like, do not go here. It's the worst. In order for this to make visual sense, I'd also have to drop this down. Because unless I'm changing where that is, right? So this would have to come down. Oh, wait. Yeah, see, that's why I need to make this one thick over here. But it would have to be below it a ways. And then if there's a green falls... Oh, I would be skipping the... Yeah, maybe I won't make any channels here. You know... Because the other option, of course, is to just make an opening here. Like in this side of the... That was actually my original intent. I just saw the opportunity for like a double falls. It's like, oh, it falls down here and then falls down there. But I'm just worried about there not being enough space to maneuver up here if there's a channel. So it might be better to have like a sort of an opening here. And then it comes out this way a bit and then falls. That could be fun. In the City of Madness. the thing I really like, actually, is the sense that you're being affected by... even if you're playing up here on the top level, you're being affected by what's going on down below. That's actually the main reason to have the falls in the first place, is to connect the upper and lower levels in the way that they feel. Because again, this is meant for like 4 players. So then you know, 2 of the players are like starting down here, right? 2 of the players are starting down here. And there's going to be all these stairs that go up if they want to go up. And then 2 of the players are starting up here on the street level, quote unquote. And they need to feel connected. They need to feel like one giant battle is happening. And the waterfall is a way of doing it. I'm kind of talking myself into the amount of work that it's going to be to get the green sludge waterfall to look good. But I'm talking myself into it pretty successfully. All right. It's going to make them feel much more connected. It will. It's going to work. It's going to work. They're going to feel like one giant map. Now, in order to make the green sludge falls look good, we're not going to want to see this sort of ugly texture on the side. We're going to want to see this top layer stuff, but we're going to have to sort of stretch that out. So, in order to do that, I guess I'll save this. No, I don't need to. In order to do that, we are going to grab the same piece again, but we're going to copy it this time. We also have this to play with, but that doesn't look like it matches what's down below as well. So, yeah. It's an option. Oh, it is color tinted. Interesting. It's an option, but it's not one that I need right now. Alright, so if I take this and... Right, so what we need to do is take this and we'll stretch it out as far as it will stretch and still look okay. Still looks sort of okay. Okay. Stretch. And somehow managed to slide it under these things, which is kind of funny, actually. Right. And then, actually, I should probably lock it. Who cares? Let's just do it quick and dirty. Can you make custom textures for this? Of course you can. That's what all these people have done that made all this stuff. I didn't make any of these objects. People have ripped these from games. They've made it in Photoshop or whatever other program they use. And then I've come along and saved it. And now I'm like building with what other people have created. What other people have made. But I just, you know, I don't really try to make the textures myself. I just fool around with what other people have done. This might get ugly. Let's see. Probably doing this in the worst possible way. I have no idea which of these rotations I need to edit in order to make it look right, but let's see. Which one is this? That changes all of them. Okay. I thought that was the case. I couldn't remember if it was just prepackaged stuff opens up a whole world of possibilities. Oh, yeah. All these, you know, I'm just choosing to, you know, I don't know, to not have to... I like playing with blocks. And, you know, I haven't really taken the time to learn how to do the time-consuming process. I'm sure it must be time-consuming of inputting my own textures and making my own models for this thing. But I may get there at some point. Okay, so that's how it's going to look, more or less, right? I'll figure something out to kind of cover that weird corner, maybe. See, that looks a lot better, doesn't it? That does look a lot better already. And so there'll be this sludge waterfall. I wish I could make it like animating, like flowing downward, but it looks pretty, it looks okay. It looks okay. And if the whole thing is steaming, it's going to look gross, which it already does look gross, but it's going to look even grosser. I think I overdid that. Something like that. Something along those lines, right? I'll have to futz with it a lot to make it look proper. And then we can lock that, and then we can move it down to really maximize the effect, if you will. There you go. Once I deselect this thing, it's going to be lost forever in there. But it's going to look something like that. And I can make a sort of a archway opening with a grate here, right? And I'm going to do the same thing that I did with this sort of texture plated over on this side and the other side, that side especially. Right, so that they'll all have that sort of nice texture showing, nicer texture showing. And oh, yeah, see, I have to futz with this a lot because I'm gonna have to create a proper like splashdown area here, and I have to make it so that this is like, if not straight up and down, at least rotated in such a way that it doesn't separate from the main sludge so much. It might end up having to be straight up and down in order to accomplish that. We'll see. We shall see. See, this is actually like a base that somebody made, a base for models with like a green sludge look. And then somebody had the clever idea, like, well, what if I just stretched that out? I could make like a green sludge river. And so now I'm coming along and saying, now I'm going to make a green sludge waterfall out of that same base that somebody, well, I think Vess was the user who made the texture on that green sludge base. About to comment, too bad no animation. Well, There may be something out there that has animation, in which case, if I find it, I'll want to redo all this work. Basically. But that would be way cool. So far, I have not found an animated waterfall that anyone's made that I could grab. But it might exist. See, this is going to require so much little futzing. Just to get these things to line up properly. But it will get there. I actually really like the fact that it's a base, because the base has this beveled edge, which is going to make the waterfall a little bit more convincing. Let's see, yeah, that's all working fine. So, how am I going to do this splashdown? That's going to be an interesting challenge. That's going to be an interesting challenge. I've thought maybe I should put an arch. Maybe there could be a giant stone archway here. And it's going to hit that and flow to either side. I mean, there's going to be a lot of green mist. Actually, I wonder. There has to be a lot of green steam as it hits the base there. I wonder if we color tint this electric green. Will the steam be green? Does it look even a little bit green? Apply. It doesn't. Maybe if we stick a green light on it, which would be too bright. Yeah, I didn't really think that would work. Oh wait, it just defaulted? Wait a minute. Apply. Okay, so yeah, that only affects... It doesn't change the mist. That's okay. I actually have a green mist somewhere. Hang on. Wait a second. Wait a minute. None of those. Wait a minute. Dust cloud? Bag of effects? Different bag of effects? How did I get the green? Where's all the giant fog thing? I know I have fog somewhere. Wait a minute. I put green fog. I won't be able to shrink it down though. I put green fog. How did I do this before? Dust cloud fog effect. Dust cloud fog effect. Right. So there's the great big fog effect. Okay. Was I able to color tint this one? No. I had a green fog effect. Specifically. That I put in the last map I worked on. Where is that saved? Dust cloud? Oh, the dust cloud. The dust cloud. It's the dust cloud. The dust cloud. Oops. Delete. The dust cloud has... Wait a minute. No? It's nice, but that's not it either. Wait a minute. Somewhere I have a dust cloud effect or a green, a color, something I can change the color on. The loop of fog effect toxic. Oh, it was the fog that had the toxic option? Yeah. Noxious. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. And we cannot change its size, unfortunately. That was it. Thank you, Mephisto screen name. Sandstorm, Mystic, Hellish, Fear, Noxious. And so what we can do is we can take this and we can stick it. Well, first of all, we can put it down in the sewer if we want, right? That actually that will help the noxious effect, the splashdown a bit. Oh yeah, that's gonna look great. Here, let's grab a mini and see. It's going to be even more green grossness down in the sewer. Super gross. I wonder if it'll help sell the waterfall since we don't have an animated waterfall option. So, let's see. We'll rotate it that way. And now it's, see, it's got a vertical thing going on, right? You really can't see it that well. But it may work. So let's try locking it and moving it. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate it. We might have to do that in order to properly see how it looks. I wish the steam would go down instead of up. That would help. Interesting. Actually, wait. Maybe we can reverse the steam if we change. That's not really going to matter. Yeah, I don't think that's going to change it. Wait a minute. Did I just knock it over? Or is it? Right, I just knocked it over. It still rises. Okay, well, whatever. Interesting. There's definitely some interesting possibilities here. The green mist isn't that effective at making it look fantastic, but that's okay. Steaming sewage waterfall is definitely anesthetic. Which is definitely my line of the night. Oh, shoot. I think I'm supposed to go to dinner. Oh, wait. Okay. Soon. I gotta finish up here, guys. So, like I said in the title, it's a quick stream. You have to go through Unity to change those properties. Yep, there is a lot of stuff out there, Taladar. As you've seen, I use a lot of different stuff. But I'm always finding more good stuff that people have made. Alright, I kind of want this to be the same height as that one. Whoops. Wrong button. Yeah, I might not want to save this. I don't know. Alright, that's fine. So there we go. Oh, I think this is going to end up looking pretty good, guys. A little gross, a little weird, maybe. But making the top and bottom levels feel connected is pretty vital to having this huge multi-level battle. So I'm going to cover this waterfall with 4 sides of this texture, essentially. Actually, what does the base look like? I wonder if I could just take a single block and just make it work. Possibly. Like, what if instead of having the flat bit, or I could still have the flat bit, but I could make my life easier potentially by doing that. Ooh, no, see, yeah, it's the side. Well, no, if I don't see the side, no, we'd still see the side. Yeah, no. Only the top. Only the top of this texture looks good when stretched out a lot. That's okay. There we go. So we'll keep messing with it. TTS is still limited in sprite and lighting effects. Yeah. But it lets you play board games and lets you do fun stuff like this. I'm not too worried about it. Looks like there is a water collection that has waterfalls. Taladar, I am going to go do a search on that. And I am going to sign off for tonight. I'm going to search water collection. And I'm not even going to save what I've just done here because that sounds awesome. Actually, I will save. Might as well. But I'm going to search that. I don't care if it's resource intensive. It looks awesome. Mordheim Cane. It might be useful to put one of those falls there and add a few green orb lights. Thanks for the tip, Mordheim Cane. I think I might try that. I do have to go, unfortunately. This was only going to be a quick stream ever. But thank you for hopping by and for the tip, Mordheim Cane. Or Mordheim Cayenne. Thank you, Taladar, for hanging out. Thank you, Ethan Hans, who was here earlier and promoted the stream. Appreciate it. Thank you, man, with no screen name. I will see you around. Hit me with a follow, Mordheim Cane. If you like this and you want to come back, up to you. I will see you folks later. Might come on late tonight to do some more work on this and try out these waterfalls and green light orbs, which are a definite option. But until then, or if I don't see you, then have a great weekend and keep gaming. Later, folks.